Alright, ready to play some Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, just like the good old days. 2-player action.
You're damn right. Back like when we were playing in the arcades and Turtles in Time and Hyperstone Heist. Oh, those were the days. Alright, now let's relive that magic. Alright, let's see. 2-player. Well, there's multiplayer right there. Alright, so let's get in there. Alright, 2-player co-op.
There's no local co-op.
Well, I could play single player and you could watch.
Have fun.
Remember when this used to be a thing? Sitting next to your friends on a couch playing games together, 2-player controller import. What a concept, right? Okay, there is 2-player functionality, but it is online multiplayer only, where you can play up to 4 people. If you want local co-op, however, well, you're out of luck. Now, we do understand the reasoning behind it. It is to make more people buy copies of the game. From a business standpoint, it does make sense, but still, it is a huge drag. Part of the fun of these older games, like the Turtles in the arcade, was playing with your friends, working together to reach the end, with live social interaction. It's such a shame that local co-op has become so taboo. I mean, what are we, a bunch of hermits? Anyway, this adventure title uses a cell shading technique for its graphics. The character designs look close to their appearances in some of the IDW comic books. All the environments are bright and colorful as well. For the gameplay, each turtle has their own fighting style, however, they function identically. Each character has a weak and a strong attack that you can combo together, along with a projectile ninja star.
You can dodge, block, and parry enemy attacks if you time the input correctly.
And like most games, we have another variation of the Batman sense. Here, it is called the T-Glass, where you can see through walls and find enemies, which you then can sneak up on and do a quick takedown. But the big thing is that each turtle has their own set of ninjutsu skills, powerful maneuvers that can be performed, from healing circles to restore energy to crushing combo attacks. The maneuvers can be upgraded after completing a mission, and you can unlock new ones and assign them to a chosen turtle in the turtle loadout option. You can control one turtle at a time while the rest are AI controlled. However, you can switch out between them at most given moments. As for the rest, you can give them commands such as telling them to stay put, follow closely, or to give you protection while you're busy with an objective. The game is divided into 8 levels where you can accomplish different missions, such as defeating a group of enemies, stopping robberies, deactivating bombs, you know. Along with running, you can parkour and use parachutes to get around. And make sure to pick up extra items that can be used to help you out as well, such as slices of pizza and soft drinks. Every level in this game ends with a boss fight with a very familiar face.
Now this is where the bulk of the difficulty lies, as these bosses are extremely OP.
When a turtle's health reaches 0, they can be revived if another turtle reaches them in time. If not, they get transported back to the lair. Now even at this stage, their health can be restored, but it does take a little bit of time. In the meantime, the remaining turtles will continue battling, but if all 4 brothers are taken back home, it's game over.
The action of the game contains that kinetic energy which is a mainstay for Platinum games. But ironically, that becomes a part of the problem here. With all 4 turtles on the screen at the same time, getting into the act, things can get way chaotic.
Now, we are big fans of the wild animation, the blinding colors, and the flashy movesets.
But it just gets way too much, to the point that it actually becomes kind of nauseating. Now, when it comes to this game, we found out that you really can't play it like a normal hack and slash game. Hell, we're even questioning this game is really one to begin with. If you want to hear something surprising, now, okay, you might think we're crazy here, but this game feels kind of like a Tales game in a way. Not only do you have to manage yourself, but you also have 3 other brothers to manage as well. You have to keep an eye on them because you will need all of them to win. The key to success here, especially against bosses, is to switch out between the brothers as much as possible. As mentioned before, each turtle has their own separate ninjutsus, and you will have to go back and forth between them, either attacking the target or using their healing abilities. If you use just one turtle, you will probably get destroyed. On one hand, it was a nice attempt to bring the concept of teamwork into play, but with all the micromanaging and the constant exchanging between the turtles, it's just overall more of a chore than it really had to be. Okay, you got 4 sets of items that you can use with the D-pad at the bottom, which can do various things.
By pressing the select button, you can initiate 4 different commands to your brothers, which also has varying effects for situations, which the game will tell you to take advantage of. With the shoulder button, you can activate one of the 4 ninjutsu skills your specific turtle has, which the game again often says you need to utilize swiftly and expertly. Meanwhile, with the same shoulder button in combination with the D-pad, you can switch between turtles, whom also have their own items and their own ninjutsu abilities with various effects.
All of this while taking place in the middle of real-time fast-paced action. With that broader picture in mind, for us the game was kind of a mixed bag. Now the positives were the graphics and the controls. They were very fluent and very responsive. But we feel they should have kept things a little more simple, more like they did with Transformers Devastation. The gameplay here just became a little too overstuffed. That, and of course, the lack of local co-op, really end up dragging this title down.
Now, this was a budgeted game, so we give them credit for trying to squeeze as much as they could out of it. But there were some things in this game that just did not work for us.
So we can only give this game a moderate recommendation. It is worth a rental if you're a Ninja Turtles fan. Just don't invite any of your buddies over.
Because at the end of the day, all you're going to be doing is swapping controllers back and forth, and is that really what you want to do with your life? Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the Brotherhoodofgaming.com. This has been another video game review. I'm your host, William Morris.
I'm your co-host, Eugene Morris.
Now, before you go, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down below us. There's some social media you can check out above. Look at all those playlists over there, all those really cool things you can check out, from speedruns to tales of retrospectives to more game reviews to an awesome series like the Sega Genesis vs. Super Nintendo stuff, where we take games from each franchise and put them against each other. Until next time, gamers, keep on gaming, and be sure to check out the straw polls, where you can have your own input on the channel. See you next time.